Hello, 5th grade. This is part 2 of 1-point perspectives, make a room. So what you're going to need is a paper, ruler, eraser, and a pencil. We're going to start by making your room going from corner to corner. You have to make sure that it's lined up perfectly corner to corner. So I'm going to make an X. And then I'm going to go to the other corner. And some of you might need a yardstick instead of, if I don't have a long enough ruler. So, right now I've made an X across my entire paper. At the center is going to be my vanishing point to make my room. So the next part is, after I've got my X, I need to make sure that I make 90-degree angles. To make a 90-degree angle, I need to make sure that my ruler is lined up on the edge of my paper and it's even. So this will make a nice 90-degree angle, and I'm just going to go from one part of the X to the other. I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to do the same thing on this edge, but I want to make sure that it's lined up where it met this X right here. Make sure this is parallel or lined up to make a 90-degree angle across the top part of my X. Rotate my ruler again, or yardstick, whatever it is you're using. Make sure that I'm lined up here where this top meets the part of the X. I've got a parallel line here, and I'm going to draw my line down to meet that line. So I'm making a box inside of a box, pretty much. Last line here, I'm going to make sure that this is parallel here to make a 90-degree angle here. So once I've got my X made, my vanishing point, and my box, inside of my box, I get to take my eraser and erase off the inside X. Okay, so once I do that, to give the illusion of my room, this is the ceiling. This is my right wall, my left wall, my back wall, and my floor. So, this is my room to start with. Now remember, when we were looking back, we had to start our 1-point perspective with a shape. So this one is a circle, a square, rectangle, triangle. So depending on what kind of room you're making, we have to start with a shape. So let's say I am making a bedroom. So I'm going to start with a basic shape. So I'm going to make sure that I have a 90-degree angle for my shape, and it's parallel here. I'm going to make just a box, just a small rectangular box. Make sure that I'm lined up here again. And I'm going to make another line at the bottom. Make sure I'm parallel so I have a 90-degree angle here. So I'm going to erase a little bit of this corner. So now I've got a shape just like I started off with these basic shapes and take them back to the vanishing point. So this is going to be the foot of my bed. I'm going to take this corner, and this corner back to this vanishing point. Line up my corners with the ruler. This one I'm going to end right here where the floor meets the wall. This one I'm going to go across a little bit, and then this corner here. So now I have these going down, but if you notice, I didn't take it all the way down to that point. The next thing I'm going to do is make another 90-degree angle from where this meets this floor right here. So I'm going to line up my ruler, make sure that it's going to be straight. 90-degree angle, I'm going to meet this line right here. From this line, I'm going to line it up here again and draw my line to there. But it looks like I need to go back and finish this line. I made it too short. So then if I erase off a few of my corners and I erase off the floor where the floor meets the wall, it will look like a box coming out. So I've started with this basic shape. It looks like I've made a cube of some sort. So if this is going to be my bed, I can make a headboard for it by drawing 90-degree angles up, making sure they're lined up here. I can make this look like this is the foot of the bed, making sure that I have 90-degree angles going up. So here's the foot of the bed. I could even take this point back to this vanishing point to make it look like the leg. It could be a leg of a table, it could be a leg of a chair. But everywhere I make marks, it either goes to this vanishing point or I make a 90-degree angle line. So there's the base of the footboard. We can do the same over here to the headboard. Making sure I have 90-degree angles. Or going to the vanishing point. We can get fancy. We can make a fancy headboard. And each time I'm going 90-degree angles. You could make it look like there is pillows. So there so far is a bed. We could put a window on the right-hand side of the wall. A window, I'm going to start with a vertical line, and I'm going to take the top of the vertical line back to that vanishing point and the bottom of the vertical line back to that vanishing point, and then make another vertical line. So it looks like the window is getting smaller. It's more like a trapezoid. We could put a door on the left wall if we wanted to, just by making one vertical line here from the floor up part way, and then the top of that goes back to the vanishing point, and then we can end it there and do another vertical line. So there's our door, our window, the bed. You could make a little nightstand here by just making a basic shape. I put it a little bit in front of this corner here. So if I were to make a little nightstand or dresser or desk or whatever it is you want to make, I'm going to start by making just a box shape. Erasing this floor line here and taking this corner and this corner back to that vanishing point. I'm not going to take it all the way back like it goes through the wall, but just back a little ways. And then have another 90-degree line. So it looks like you can actually put something on here. You can make drawers. With my pencil line. And again, I'm either making 90-degree lines or it goes back to the vanishing point. You can get fancy, put a little lamp here with a lampshade. You can put your books there. Now let's say if we wanted to make a dresser on this wall, it would be the same principle. I would start, let's pretend the door isn't there. We can start with a basic shape of a box. Oh, that's too close to that door. Sorry. Let's erase our door so we don't get confused. So then I would have a shape coming off of this corner here. A 90-degree angle line for my dresser. or TV stand or desk, whatever it is you want to make. So I started with a basic shape, and I'm going to take it down to this vanishing point. I'm getting off my board here. So then once I get going to the vanishing point, I'm going to do vertical lines and a vertical line here. And then erase off this corner here. And then there is a dresser. The drawers would go down to this vanishing point as well. I just rotate off this vanishing point to give the illusion that these drawers go down there, do a vertical line. And there, I've got, it looks like a box coming out of the vanishing point. You can put a window at the back wall, but it would be a 90-degree angle window, just like this shape here. This gives you a start and an idea of how to do a one-point perspective room.